Hello, happy people of YouTube. Today's video is about how to read in English like a pro. Reading in English is probably the most important thing you can do for really learning English because reading helps with your grammar, it helps with your speaking, and if you read aloud, it helps with your pronunciation and your listening. And it's not boring. When I was learning Spanish, I was reading like a crazy person. This basically means I was reading a lot. Now, at the time, I was also living in Chile. So I heard Spanish all day long, and I was reading at the same time. And reading was the best possible way for me to make connections, what I was hearing, to knowing what the word meant in what situation, and to really remembering the word. The connections between hearing and reading a word in my mind was like, it helped me remember 1,000,000% more. Okay, not really, 1,000,000% not. But it does help a lot. Now, grammar is terrible. I hate grammar. And you would know that if you have seen my other videos. I dislike it more than any other part of learning language, but it is necessary, unfortunately. So reading is a really great way to learn grammar without having to learn grammar. Grammar is internalized. It becomes part of you because as you read, you see how grammar is used. But you can't read any book in English. You have to read a book that is at your level. So, what do I mean by read a book that is at your level? It can't be too easy and it can't be too difficult. How to choose the right level? Read the first page, and as you read, count the number of words you don't understand. If you read the first page and you don't understand between 2-3 words, then this book is perfect for you. Keep reading. Ding. And if you read the first page and you're like, I don't know that one, I don't know that one, I don't know that one, no, and you have like 5 or more, it's too difficult. And if you understand every word, it's too easy. Easy, right? Now, I had a student tell me, but Simone, I didn't understand basically any words. And I probably won't understand any book that I read. And what I told her in this situation was to start reading half and half books. Which brings me to my next point. Now that we know how to choose the right level, how do we choose the right book? There are 3 types of books that I recommend for English learners, generally. The first are half and half books. Okay, they're not really called half and half books, but that's what I call them. Half and half books are half in your language, half in English. So you start reading the English part, and if you don't understand a word, you have like a built-in dictionary right there on the book. Now, this is what I recommended to my student who didn't understand basically any word because she just can go, oh, like this. So if you're reading a half and half book, you can not understand more words in the book because you have a built-in dictionary. I'll include some links to half and half books for Spanish speakers, French speakers, Italian speakers, German and Russian speakers on the screen here. Okay, so what's the second type of book? YA novels, and this stands for young adult. Basically, these books are written for older children and younger and teenagers, basically. There are many, many books that you can choose. The ones that I recommend are Charlotte's Web, which is a classic book I read as a little girl. I'll include a link so you can check that one out if you want to. The Chronicles of Narnia, which is a classic story. You've probably seen the movies. Esperanza Rising, which is a beautiful book. If you are a native Spanish speaker, check this one out. It's really good. The Giver is another classic YA novel written a long time ago that I read as a young adult. Any of the Harry Potter books. You know what Harry Potter is. Let's not pretend. You watch it. The third type are graphic novels. Graphic novels are great for learning English because it's basically like TV but better. A graphic novel is also called a comic, or I think it's the same thing. I don't know. But the point is that there are pictures and words, and the pictures often show you what's happening, and the words, like dialogue or other words, are included below the pictures, so you can read a little and see a lot, and that helps slowly to build your English level. Also, the words in graphic novels are almost always dialogue, things people say, so that will really help you improve your English speaking. I'm including a link in the description below to a bunch of different graphic novels like Alice in Wonderland, Game of Thrones has a great one, The Odyssey, which is a classic novel, not originally written in English. There's a couple of Star Wars graphic novels, etc. in the description below, so you can take a look and see what you like. Yay! Now you can read in English. Remember, let me give you one last tip. As you read, make a note of all the words that you don't understand. And later make flashcards. What's a flashcard? A flashcard is a card. In one side you write something in English, and on the other side, bing, you write it in your native language so that you can practice the new words that you learn. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy reading in English. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you like our video, like it. And if you'd like to see more videos, like these, please subscribe. I send a new video out every week. I have a new video about learning English every week and a new video about improving your accent in English every week. That's 2 videos per week. See you later, loves.